Assalamu alaikum. Today I'll be telling you that why you should play Hanamakoji. Hanamakoji is a two-player card game which is in its essence very familiar to Battle Lines or Lost Cities, where you're trying to actually play some cards in front of some objectives and accordingly trying to win those objectives. The player who gets more objective is the winner of the game. Now, in this one, the theme is there are six geishas who are famous for their art, and these arts are playing a flute, doing umbrella dance, playing a lute, tea making, geisha dance, and these are the different kind of calligraphy. These are the different kinds of arts which these geishas are have perfected in. And what you're trying to do is gain the favor of a geisha so that she comes and performs in your ceremony as compared to your opponent's ceremony. And for that, you will be showing your interest in that their particular field of interest so that you can show that you deserve her more than the other player. And how you will be doing that is using a hand of cards. Every player starts with six cards which are shuffled and then distributed among each other. But one of the cards from the complete deck is without looking at removed from the game. So nobody knows that what card will be completely missing from the game. Because this game is about card counting, you will be trying to figure out that how many cards of a particular type are in the deck, and accordingly what what chances you have that you will be able to make a tableau in front of that particular geisha as compared to your opponent. Because if you try to compete for all of the geishas, you will lose for sure, because you will never be able to win all of them. So you have to pick your battles, that in which rows can I try to make and complete my sets. Now, how those sets are made using these cards is very interesting. Now, as you can see here, that I have different, of course these will be hidden, but I have different set of cards. So for example, these loots cards will be going to this one, this girl, and accordingly I have a chance that I might have more cards than the opponent. For this instrument, I might start to play in this row or in this column. Then similarly, for dancing, I have flowers, and the flowers need to go to this row column. The flute needs to go in this column, the tea needs to go in this column, and the fan dance needs to go to the girl with the fan. And in this way, the other player will have cards on his side, and at the end of the round, we will be trying to compare that who gave her the most of those items to gain her favor. For example, if this player had 0 cards played in this column, then I will be gaining the favor, and this token will be moved to my side. As long as I can gain the favor, these are 6 geishas, and as long as I can win the favor of 4 of these, then I will instantly win the game. Or I have 11 favor points. So these numbers on the top of geishas tell the points as well. So this geisha is going to give you 5 points. So if you win her favor, but it's more difficult to win, but if you do, you will be getting 5 instantly points, because the number of cards are going to be more for this geisha than the one here. Now, that looks very simple, but the fun comes using these tokens, because you cannot play these hand of cards just by yourself. You will be picking up one card. On each turn, you will be picking up one additional card in your hand, and now you will be making a selection that out of these 4 actions, you can only do those selective 1 action per round. So for example, the first one is going to be that you are going to hide. It's called a secret, that I have a secret card, and how I use it is that I will pick a card without showing it to anyone. I will put it face down and put my token on it to indicate that now this is a secret. This will be added to my tableau at the end of the round, but the other player will never know what I have hidden and what's my secret agenda. The other thing which I can do is discard 2 of the cards from my hand. So I will pick these two, because why I would be using this is I will be thinking that this player in this column I already have more strength than the other player, and the other player have very less chance that he would be able to compete me in this. So I would better remove these cards from the game completely, because in the end you do have to take all those four actions. At what time is your choice. So I can discard these cards immediately. Then the third action is the gift action. In the gift action, you will be putting three cards in front of the other player, and you will be saying, pick a gift. So they will be from your hand of cards, they will be picking one card of their choice from this. But whatever they will pick, the other two cards you will get to place in front of your geishas. So you will have to think, what will they need and what do I need? And as long as I can make in such a way the combination of three cards that I get to keep two of those cards which really I need, or make a difficult choice for the other player, then that would be more beneficial for you. For example, if there is no good option and any card he picks up, you will be able to compete in the other two pairs where he is making. That's a good action to play at that time. Then the last action is kind of similar to the gift action, in which you are going to make pairs. This is kind of I split you choose mechanism, in which instead of putting three cards you will be putting four cards, but in the pairs of two. So you will be putting one pair and another pair, and now the opponent will be taking one pair completely. And in this way again you are going to have that kind of game in which you are splitting the cards but someone else is choosing. So you have to again think how I can make something lucrative for someone while keeping something for myself which is beneficial for me as well. And once all these four actions, each player is taking those turns, all these actions are done, accordingly the cards have went into those particular tableaus wherever they wanted. The last action would be that you will be revealing your secret card and accordingly placing that. And at the end of the round, both the players will be comparing that what's the end result, and accordingly, as I said before, you will be shifting those favor tokens up and down. If in some area both were equal, then it will remain in the center, and then you will be comparing, did we reach the end condition? No, then you start again a new round by taking new cards. And in this way, the game will continue until one player is declared the winner. So that's how the game plays. I've given you a quick tutorial of this. I did not go into each and every rule of this, but mostly this is the game. Now, why you should be playing this is that if you like kind of games which are like, again as I said, Battle Line or Lost Cities, in which you are making a row of cards, a column of cards in front of different objectives and trying to go into the mind of the other player, that will he play that, does he have this card, how can I make something lucrative for him, and how I can make decisions tough for the other player. If you can put the other player at such a disadvantage, then you are going to love this game, where you are going to put someone else in a bit of trouble by the choices you put in front of them. And if you can make those judgments correctly, then you're going to love this game. But if you are in favor of those games which are just straightforward, whatever I have in my hand, that's what I'm going to play, then this might not be for you, because all the cards in your hand don't belong to you. There is two of the actions, minimum two of these actions are going to allow your cards to go to the other player, and his cards accordingly come to your hand. Plus the third action lets you remove and discard those cards permanently from the game. So these are difficult choices and might not be for very simple minded people. The game is simple, but tough choices make this a kind of angst will be in you when you play this game. So if you like that kind of struggle in your mind, then this is surely a game which I can easily recommend. Then another good thing about this is the beautiful artwork. Of course, we can never go without saying this. The artwork on these cards is just gorgeous. And not only that, the game, at least the new edition which I have here, the second printing of this game, came with additional promo cards as well. And these promo cards come with alternate artwork. They don't add anything additional to the game, but instead of using, these are 4 promo cards, so instead of using, for example, the loot one, now you have a Japanese geisha playing an electric guitar. So you can replace this. Of course, your hand of cards will remain the same, but you can replace accordingly these cards. And just the artwork makes this game worth having in your collection, because when you put it on the table, people are going to look and say, wow, this looks beautiful. So that's my review for Hanamakoji. If you like these kind of two-player games, then it's an easy recommendation. That's it for me, and happy gaming!